Hello. Hi, Robert, Christoph, Greg, Kasha, Maciek, Lena, Daniel, Regina, Roxana, and let's see here. We have 25 people. Lukash, very nice. Beata, Anya, Kasha, right. Yes, Sylvia, Zibi, nice. Good evening. Can you hear and see me? We have a not so nice weather today. It's really awful. So we've got some sort of typhoon, yeah, and it's actually raining cats and dogs outside right now. So you hear and see me. That's really nice. Okay, good. All right, then. Today's lesson is about expressing wishes. Yes, this is what I'm going to elaborate for today's session, especially, how to use it is when it comes to the structure, the grammatical structure of this. Yes, thank you, Greg. And for those who doesn't know me, my name is Marian from the Philippines. That's in Asia. Yeah. Okay. All right then. A small island here in Asia, over here, surrounded by water in the near Pacific Ocean. That's why there's a lot of typhoon here in my country. Okay. Anyway, moving on. What are we going to talk about today? Of course, well, you're going to expect how to understand and express wishes. We're going to have samples and some practice later on. Okay. Now, let's start, shall we? So when we say expressing wishes, of course, wish, yeah? Then normally we say I wish blah blah blah, right? When we say that, it is to express normally regret. Regret about a present situation. It is also to express regret about a past situation. Yeah. That's why you're wishing something. That's why you're kind of like thinking of something opposite that should have had happened somehow. For example, I wish I had a bigger house. Just an example. Okay. Something that is about the present situation or the past situation. Or I wish I hadn't lost that lottery ticket. You notice something? Yeah? Mm-hmm. You notice something? So when we say I wish, okay, let me tell you the structure. All right. We can use I wish and then the simple past. So for example, I am sorry things are not as I want them to be. I want the present or the future situation to be different. It is something like this. Yeah. I wish I had more money. Like, I am sorry I don't have more money. You understand? Yeah, this is like the structure of I wish. And normally, this is some sort of regret. Mhm. Regret. So we can use I wish and then simple past. Wishing that somehow that the present or future situation would be different. But there's also another one. We can also use I wish and then past continuous. For example, I am sorry some action is happening in the present, yeah, like, or in the future. For instance, as you can see over here, I wish they were not shouting. Past continuous. I don't like the fact that they are shouting. That's what it means. You know, that's why I am wishing something like that. Yeah, you got me? And the action is happening in the present situation. So when we say or when we want to use wish, it means that since it's a regret, you want the opposite situation to be true. That is why if the situation is negative, you would like it to be positive. If the situation is positive, you would like it to be negative. Yeah. And the verb tense always moves into the past. Yeah. Oh, we now have 33 people. Really nice. Is Jack, Brida, Magda, Teresa, Ella. All right, good. So continue. Mm-hmm. Understood. When we wish, normally, it is a regret, and we want the opposite situation to be true. For example, okay, let's try to dig deep when it comes to the structure or the form of wish. Let's say like this. You want to say, I am sorry, I don't have more money. Yeah. And then because of that, it's like you are trying to imagine that you have more money now. Yeah. Since you don't have. So it's like the fact that you wish that you have more money. So you would say, I had more money. And then you include the phrase, I wish I had more money. Remember, the form will be in the past. You understand? Mm-hmm. Well, okay, let's try another one, shall we? Okay, take a look at this. For instance, the situation is, I am sorry, I have so much work. I have so much work. Probably you want me to help you in something or something, or however, I couldn't. Now, I'm trying to imagine that I don't have so much work. So since I don't have so much work, that's the opposite, yeah. You put it in past form. I didn't have so much work, so you would say, I wish I didn't have so much work. Understood? We're good? You see the form? You see how the structure flows? Yeah. It's the opposite of the present situation, and you need to change the form in the past. Let's have one more. Let's have another one. I am sorry it is snowing. Thank you, Greg. I am sorry it is snowing. Yes, Ella. So I am imagining it isn't snowing. Yeah. So if it isn't snowing, change it to past form. It wasn't snowing. I wish it wasn't snowing. Well, the fact that I really wish it was snowing here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Or say, for instance, the opposite. I'm sorry, it is not snowing. So you imagine that it is snowing, change to past form. Yeah, I wish it was snowing. Yes, magic. We'll see in practice later on. Yeah. All right, good. Now, here's the thing, you know, in I wish, was can change into were. I wish I was change into I wish I were. I wish it was will be changed to I wish it were. Now, I wanted to tell you and maybe explain something about this. So, the grammatically correct form to talk about hypothetical situations, yeah, that you desire or you want to be true is I wish I were. It may seem strange, but it is grammatically correct and commonly used by native speakers. All native speakers consider this form to be correct and formal. Yeah. So that is why they are saying, I wish I were. Now, wait, my mouse isn't working. I can't change the slide. Wait for me, please. All right. Mm, All right, while we are waiting for that, okay, here, it worked now. Yeah, it works now. So, I wish when you talk about something like yourself, I wish I was, well, grammatically also correct, but if it is something, again, let me reiterate, hypothetical situation, then you should use I wish I were. Okay. Now, here, all right, let's see. Here, for example, I wish I were rich. Yes, I wish I was rich. Okay, here in this case, they are both correct, but let me just tell you again, hypothetical situation must be like, for instance, used with were. Or like this, I wish it were a more modern kitchen. I wish it was a more modern kitchen. Again, one more time, they are both correct grammatically. It's just that in more hypothetical situation, use were. Now, the thing is, many people ask this. So, Marian, when it comes to this, when I want to use I wish, what's the difference between was and where? Let me tell you, I have a little explanation about this. We both know that where and was are past tense version of the verb to be. Yeah, is. But were, okay, were is usually, okay, this one, were is usually used in relation to second person singular and plural. We use were if you use you, your, and yours. It is also used with select first and third person. In second person, in third person, we use this were in plural pronouns. Now, we use was, on the other hand, when we're using the first singular pronoun or using the third singular, such as he or she. Maybe you know that, yeah. In past simple form, we use was for singular and were for plural. Yes. For example, you wouldn't say you was going to the store. No, this is a second person, so you would say you were going to the store. But you would say I was going to the store rather than I were going to the store. You got it? You got it? We're good? Yeah. Now, okay, Marian, why is I wish I were correct? So, what happens when you're talking about I wish I were is a first person singular, which is what makes using were seem confusing. Shouldn't we always use was after I? Yeah. No, like I said earlier, the preference of grammar experts because you're talking about something that hasn't actually occurred. If you want to get a little bit more formal about it, we need to use the past indicative and use for ordinary objective statements. Like I said, hypothetical or imaginary statements or questions. Were is always correct in the past subjunctive. That's actually the explanation why we use were when it comes to I wish I blank. Yeah, good. Well, all right. Let's have some practice, shall we? Yeah, okay. Maybe following the form or the structure I've told you. Can you please? All right. When it comes to dreams and wishes, of course, mostly everybody is wishing for this. Can you complete the sentence for me? Yeah. I wish I be rich, famous, admire, attractive, not have any problems, lying on a beach. How would you say that? Mm-hmm. Don't forget the form of the verb. Okay, let's see. We'll see. I wish I were rich. Okay, thank you, Roxana, Ella, Magic, Emma. Hmm. Okay. We'll find out later on. All right. How about the others? How about the others and how about the other sentences? Yeah, let's see. Oh, 35 people now. Teresa, Magda, Robert, Ella, Greg, Kasha, Maciek, Emma, Sylvia, Lena, Aga, Lukash, Brihida, Jack, Joanna, Marshin, Monica, Laura, Joanna, Daniel, yes, Rosa, Roxana, okay. I'm so sorry, Beata, but it seems that I couldn't understand that. Ah, okay. I wish I was rich. I need to translate it. I wish I were become famous. We'll see. Okay. Well, not all the time you need were. Not all the time. Not all the time you need were. Okay. Because it's gonna be redundant for your verb. Yeah, you have the past form of the verb. So, all right, we'll see. Oh, we have here different answers. Okay, let's just wait for others to answer number five and number six, and then later on, I'm going to reveal to you the answers. So most of the time, these are the general sort of dreams and wishes of many people. That's why I put this as an example. Okay, I wish people thought I am attractive. Okay, let's see. Did not have any problems. Yeah, with number five, of course. All right, thank you, Marcin. How about the others? Okay, exactly, Magic. That's what I am talking about. Yes, Ella. Okay. All right. Well, uh, let's see. Let's see, shall we? All right. Thank you, Roxana. Mhm. These are the answers. I wish I were rich because that's the verb, that's the past form. I wish I became famous. You don't need were on that. I wish people admired me. That is already the past form. Yeah, here we don't really need there some sort of yeah, all right. And people, I wish people thought I was attractive. I wish I didn't have any problems. And I wish I was lying on a beach. Why, Marianne, on the last one, I was lying on a beach, and then it's not actually, I wish I were lying on a beach. Yeah. Well, as you can see over here, it is continuous. Lying is actually past continuous. Yeah, that's why we no, sorry, it's continuous. That's why our verb should be in the past form, was. All right, good. Let's see. Well, let's have another um structure of I wish. Okay, for example, like this: I wish, and then the past perfect had done. This is also another form that you can use. I am sorry some past action happened in the past. I wish I had studied for the test. So, of course, opposite would be I am sorry I didn't study for the test. That's why you're actually, you regret it, and then you're wishing the opposite situation, that you wish you had studied for the test. Past perfect. Yeah, had done. Good. Let's have some another example. I am sorry. I didn't study for the test. So you're imagining I studied for the test. So since we have that opposite situation, you just need to have the past perfect form. I had studied for the test. Plus the I wish phrase, I wish I had studied for the test. Good. Another example. I wish I had left home earlier. So many people would ask me, so Marianne, what is the best form to actually use when we're talking about it? Depends on the speaker's feeling. It depends on how you feel. If you think that the situation would be better if you would just if you would use something like in past, past perfect. Yeah, it's on the speaker's tone, and I wish I hadn't left the windows open. Yeah, look at that burglary. Yes. Okay. Now, let's try that, shall we? Something like past perfect. When we talk about past perfect, normally it is something that, well, of course, we know past perfect, a situation that's already finished, done. So normally we talk about old people's regrets. These are the regrets in the past. Okay. Can you please maybe answer this for me? I wish I blank spend more time with the people I love, worry less, forgive more, stand up for myself. How would you say that in past perfect form? I'm sorry, I'll just correct myself. Yeah. Even though I said earlier that it depends on the people's feeling and emotion when to use past perfect or not, or just a simple past form. No, you should realize the situation that you're talking about. If it is already like uh, finished in the past, yeah, past perfect it is. Okay, had spent. Let's see. How about the others? How about number two, number three, number four? Yeah. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Had worried less. Oh, the spelling. Okay, Greg, be careful of the spelling. Okay. All right. We're here. Mm-hmm. Had forgotten. Okay. Good. Yep. And of course, the last one is I wish. How about the number four? I wish I blank. Yeah. Stand up for myself. Yeah. All right. Good. Okay. Very nice. So I have the answers over here. And let's see. I can't move. Oh, there. There you go. Like, one moment, please. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Stood up. Yes. Okay. Don't forget it should be in when we say past perfect, of course, so you need to have the had done, like in the past participle, the third form of the verb. Yeah, that's very important. All right. Okay. Good. Yeah. Let's move on. Why I can't move it? Would you please wait for me, by the way? Yeah, okay, here. Yeah, the battery in the mouse. It's true. I can't move it. All right. Wait for me a little bit. I hate this, but I need to go. Wait for me just really very fast. I'm here. Okay. Sorry. It's just working earlier, but then suddenly, things happen that we don't really expect from time to time, like this, and during the webinar, really. Okay, here it is. It's fixed. Thank you. Let's move on, shall we? All right. So I wish I had spent more time. And I had worried, I had forgiven, and I had stood up. I have another set of exercise for you. How about here? Some old people's regrets in general. I wish I blank, live my own life, be more honest, work less, care less about what other people think. You see, it is a typical regret of everyone, isn't it? So, how would you turn it into something like a regret, of course? Yep, in the past perfect form. Thank you. Thank you, Emma. Yes, Greg. Okay. How about the others? I wish I blank had lived. Okay. Thank you, Emma. Yes, Ella. Number 7, number 8. What about that? Let's see. It's okay. Right. Mm-hmm. Had lived, had been. Let's find out. Let's find out. Thank you, Roxana. That's very fast of you. Yes, Kasha. Yes, Joanna. Laura. Very nice. Okay, let's move on and we'll see. Here it is. I wish I had lived my own life. I wish I had been more honest. So it's been more honest. Okay. I understand that is like kind of verb to be, but remember, we're talking about past perfect. Okay. That is why we need to use had and then the past participle. I wish I had worked less. I wish I had cared less about what other people think. Actually, I'm wishing that right now. Okay, let's move on. How about here? I wish I live up to my full potential, face my fears, chasing the wrong things, more in the moment. How would you say this? Past perfect form. And if you realize, it's not just only old people's regrets, it's our regret, isn't it? Frankly speaking, right? Oh, we now have 36 people. Really nice. Okay, had lived, had faced, had stopped, and had. Okay, let's see. Yep, there you go for the answers. All right. I wish I had lived up to my full potential. I wish I had faced my fears. I wish I'd stopped chasing the wrong things. And I wish I'd lived more in the moment. Aren't you wishing these same things? Yeah. Remember, when we want to say I wish and we want to use that in a sentence, um, there are many different ways to say this, many different forms. You can use I wish plus simple past in situation in when you talk about in the present situation. You can use I wish and past continuous action that is happening in the present time, and then I wish plus past perfect situations in the past. Good. All right. I wish and then simple past. I wish past continuous. I wish past perfect. Three forms how to say this. Right. Okay. Very nice. And then, of course, since that is the case, I hope that you find my webinar useful today. I forgot to put some sort of very nice quotation for tonight. You know, I hope you find the webinar useful. And then at the same time, of course, to be there on maybe next week, I'm gonna talk about business English lesson, making a complaint, actually. All right. So that would be Wednesday next week. Thank you so much for today. I'll see you around. And yep, good evening. And thank you for waiting earlier. See you. Okay. Goodbye.